Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Welcome back everyone. To start off by doing the maintenance on the loft. Added this green netting to stop the cats from seeing the birds while they're in there. I let them out there generally on a Sunday to have a bath, and sometimes they just perch just along here and the cats have a little go at them, and so it's working quite well. Next addition is the trap. I'm really impressed by the trap. It looks it's really well made, fantastic bit of kit, and I think it sets the shed off rather well. I've got a few more things I want to do. I want to put sign up just along the top. Got a new sign coming, and I'll just put some new lights on there. Inside the aviary I've got two sections. I fly widowed cocks out of here. I've got 4 cocks in here. I've got 5 cocks in here. These are all been paired up. 10-14 days sitting eggs. I've underset all the stock eggs to these. I'm not having their babies, so, and all these babies will be going back into the stock loft. I've got my stock's getting a little bit old, and I want to keep the bloodlines going, and they've been quite good for me. So we're just letting these widowed cocks rear these babies for me. Kept 4 cocks in here. I did have 6 last year, but they seem quite content. I didn't really want to upset the environment of the loft. They seem quite happy in here. In this section I've got 5 cocks. I've got a 22 cock pigeon that flew Thursday last year. I've got 3 yearlings, and then just there, red checker cock, 24 pigeon. He got injured last year. He ruptured an air sac. I syringed the air out of him. And then after 2 weeks he seemed to recover, so I then left him for 6 weeks to fly around the home, and then he had 2 races last year, so he's a bit of a, see how he gets on this year. I'll probably treat him like a yearling and go a bit steady, but hopefully he's made a full recovery. He never had it before, didn't know really what to do. And they tell me he'd never race again, but he was my second pigeon on the first race, which doesn't really mean too much, but we'll see how he gets on. So today's the day. I'm going to pair these up. The 24th of January, sun shining. I'm just going to introduce the hens and see how they get on. They've all been paired before, so it shouldn't be a treat. I leave my yearlings in here with some old hens, and while they're molting, and they've had 2 rounds of eggs, so fingers crossed they settle in rather easily. I've got the hens in the back of the boxes. I'll leave them like that for a good half an hour to an hour, just let them calm down, and then I'll introduce them in. And by the end of the day I'll probably give them the bowl. These seem to have calmed down a little bit, so I now introduce them to the hen. Give them the full box, and they should just be easily paired. Day 2 of breeding, and I've gone through all these eggs, and they all seem fertile. They're off my older stock. Some of them are 6+ years old, so I do get the odd egg missed, but hopefully this time they're all going to be okay. But that's the Sunday morning checklist done on these. Section 2, paired them up yesterday, gave them the bowls last night, and I've let them out this morning, had something to eat, something to drink, and they all seem like they've settled rather well. I said before, these yearling cocks already had 2 rounds of eggs. They molted in here, but I only put 3 in, so it's not... I had a few more cocks, but they've gone into another section. They couldn't command a box, so they go into a roundabout section. I find it easier that way, rather than a cockbird losing his box. And he goes over there, he has more time to settle, and then I just open the door and they find their own hens and their own boxes. But these seem rather content. Day 4, pairing section B. I've added the straw into the section, keep them busy for a little while. Thank you for watching, see you on the next video.